Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Chromite, I have specifically selected a man to play. I was going to play my elf, but no more. Welcome, Chromite. Nice to see you as always. Hey, Hard Hit. Welcome. Nice to see you. I'm sporting the cosmetics from... Oh, I didn't know the screen zoomed. Sorry. That's new. Apparently the scroll wheel will zoom in on their head. Probably a little too close for some of the textures. Anyway, I got the I picked up the Keepsakes of the Gray Mountain bundle. I can't remember what piece this is. There's like a coat, and then there's an armor, and there's the hat and the boots. And I have dyed them purple because I am in Mythgard. It isn't new? Okay. Apparently I've just never tried before. I just hit my scroll wheel by accident and it zoomed. This game continues to surprise me every time I log in. Even in the simplest ways. It's awesome. Hope everybody's week is getting off to a good start. Thanks for joining me here on Lotro Stream. Yeah, this bundle is interesting. So they're trying to, they got the big splash screen up selling it. So here is, wait, where are the other?
Greetings.
Yeah, the hat. What is that? It's the armor. And there's the robe. I guess they call it a jacket. It is a jacket. And then the boots. So you get these 4 cosmetic items. The colors are green and red. The hat is green by default. Very Christmassy. Green and red. 25 mithril coins and 2 reputation acceleration tomes and 2 tomes of extraordinary experience. Geek Stewart, hello. John DeGard, welcome. Nice to see you. Ponton Finberry, hello. Welcome. I don't know if I need reputation acceleration tomes. Probably not. Not on this character. Anyways, I'm going to head into, this is my main character, Helting, my minstrel, who's finished off everything. He's got gifts from hobbits. Gifts from hobbits include silver scraps, copper scraps.
How can I be of service?
Excellent. Billin Exmond. Billin? Welcome, Billin. Nice to see you. I'm going to head to Erebor and start the new content since I haven't started it yet. Oh, I got a mail. Your aid once more. From King Thorin Stonehelm. I must begin by thanking you for the acts of friendship and heroism you have performed for the Lonely Mountain. Though the dust of war has settled and flesh, metal, and stone are being mended as they may, all is not peaceful or quiet among my court. I must beg you to visit me when you are able, where I can unfold to you the nature of our newest troubles. Off we go to see King Thorin. And apparently Gandalf has something to say, too. Let's talk to King Thorin. A tangle of tales. How glad I am you are here. The war is done and the dust settled, yet there is such a wagging of tongues in my halls that you would think the mountain was falling in on itself. The talk runs eastward to the Iron Hills, mostly, but that is as much as I can make of it. My displeasure at such gossip is known in this court, and so they hide it from me. They hold no such fear of you, however, and would be eager to pour their rubbish into a fresh ear. But you go about my hall and learn what you can. This tangle of tongues must be settled, and I cannot see how to do it so if I cannot even learn what they are saying. Okay. I will go and listen to the rumors. Oh, that's the daily. That is the daily. I will not do the daily today. Or at least I won't do it right now.
King Thorin has given me a room in the dwelling halls of Erebor.
Ah, this is the Black Book. So Gandalf takes the Black Book and continues it. Chapter 7.1, Inside the Lonely Mountain. King Thorin has given to me a room in the dwelling halls of Erebor, and I will retire here to think upon what we have discovered. The efforts of the Gurzul to increase their power in the wake of Sauron's passing are of interest to me, particularly those of Karsgar here in the north. Durin's folk have provided me with several leads to study, and I shall follow each of them as far as I am able. Such courses of study are lonely pastimes, but they are rarely fruitless. I will see you when I have learned what I may, but while I am so engaged, I suggest you familiarize yourself with Erebor and its people. Perhaps you can lend some assistance to Althi Gemcutter and his family. I am certain they would welcome your company and will not mind showing you around. I believe you will find Althi's home in the dwelling halls, located south of the hall under the mountain and to the west. Nice. I forgot about expanded Erebor. We can now explore. Oh, what's this guy? Oh, he's probably one of the listen to rumors.
Long live Thorin Stonehelm, King under the mountain!
Yes, long live Thorin. Belgur. The latest word from the Iron Hills is this, that the Easterling only feigned retreat, gathering their forces anew just beyond our ken. Then, not 2 days ago, under cloak of night, they flooded the Ironfold and hold it in complete blockade. That is why we have no other word from our brethren there. Dale is all but lost, and we ourselves must prepare to seal our gates. Oh my gosh, Dale is lost. Hello, Sneaky Witch. Welcome. Apparently Dale is all but lost. Rumors abound. Oh, there's somebody over here. Spall.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings. Rumors? Yes, I have heard rumors, but I am beyond my wits knowing which to believe. The Iron Hills are overrun, they say. The Iron Hills are blockaded. Lord Nine is dead, or he is mad, or he has second sight through his agate eye. Or the lot of it is nonsense and idle talk, unless it is not. What someone really ought to do is go out there and settle all these rumors for once and for all. Then we should have some peace, or at least a little certainty. Those sound like rumors. Ginger, hello, welcome. Hello, Brothy. In the land before the Iron Hills lies the small Dalish township of Utterby. If rumors are to be believed, Easterlings of all stripes have taken up there, pillaging and striking terror into all who travel through. Ooh. There's a town. We get to go visit. Oh, Bomber's upstairs. Bomber's got the whole table to himself. Look at all that food. Have you heard of the wounds Lord Nine took in the battle? He bears an agate eye now and a gold ear beside. There say he sits in the Jarnfast keep in the Iron Hills now, mired in despair, mourning his wounds and his lost comrades, and that he has ordered the gate sealed and no dwarves to come or go. Now strangers from the south, men, yea, and dwarves too, wander the Ironfold as they will. Nine's in trouble. You may want to, Galadar says, you may want to get an Uber. What, am I not moving fast enough? What are you saying? And welcome, Galadar. Oop. None of those folks. Glarfin, hello. Oh, here's one. Margold. There are strange whispers these days, whispers of strange dwarves arriving in the Iron Hills. They come from the east, it is said, and have neither beard nor hair on the tops of their heads. Their ears face behind instead of ahead. Sure. Furthermore, when asked about good news, they always lie, but on subjects of bad news tell ever the truth. Or so the whispers say. I know not. I have not set foot beyond the Lonely Mountains since the fighting began. These rumors just get better and better.
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
Lord Nine's new steel teeth, it is said, bedevil him with phantom pains. His false eye, too, aches in the dead of night, and he cannot sleep. He has fallen into the eternal black mood, or so I have heard, and has ordered the northeastern road and the Iron Hills walled off, and the stair at Skald's Drop broken so that it may no longer be traversed. Whatever the rumors are about Nine, he's got a, so far he's got a agate eye, a gold ear, and some teeth replaced. There's not much left of him. Sounds like a hockey player from the 70s. Geekster, you're absolutely right. See, I half expected that if the extension of Erebor would have been from in here, but it looks like it's from outside. I thought they would have went down these halls. Lauric. If any dwarf tries to tell you that Jarnfast fell when the ground shook the Iron Hills, it is nothing but a vicious lie. I have the truth on good authority, too, and it is this. The keep stands, but something below that was sealed away has been freed, and the dwarves of the Ironfold have all fled in terror, every one. Well, that sounds bad. Oh, I missed one. I missed one rumor. That isn't this guy, is it?
I heard that King Thorin has a task for you.
No. Too many Twinkies? What are you talking about? You like how they added airborne? Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I'm still actually looking for it. I'll find it eventually. Rumors just shouldn't be this hard to find. Nope.
All is well, and yet not.
Balmy. Did you feel the earth tremble the day the fighting ended? I can feel it as if it were moments ago, though more than a month has passed. Well, and some say the shaking was far more severe to the east in the Iron Hills. Some even say that Jarnfast Keep fell to the ground, if you can believe it. So far, I don't. Some people say it has, some people say it hasn't. Rumors should be easy, the truth, not so much. Or is it the Fleetwood Mac album they want you to find now? I don't know. I suspect it's just regular old rumors. Wait. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. That's cool. I'm still inside. Nice. All right. The dwelling halls. I think the dwelling halls are this way. Or so Gandalf has led me to believe. So much space. They glued more on. They did glue more on. They've glued a lot more on. Milestone down here. The hall is like a quarter of what's there now. Wow. Nice. Okay, so that was the throne room, the hall into the mountain, the Great Hall, whatever they call it. Ooh, the Grand Theater. Nice. Awesome stuff. Hey, Ranger. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. I'm in the newly discovered Erebor. You have found the entrance to the Jewel Stead, home of the Gemcutter family. You got the kitchen. Oh, this is like a work area. Work area is right out in front, prominently placed. Nice little forge. Oh, who do we have here? Althea. Mother Amma.
Ah, I hoped you would find time to visit.
This is Messamazar, the Jewelstead, home to my family for many years. It is a humble place, but the hearth is warm and you are welcome to stave off the chill of the heights whenever you have need. My father Funi and my brother Fusi have not yet returned from their excursion on the other side of the Misty Mountains, but I will be pleased to introduce you to my mother and to another of my brothers who remains in Erebor. Mother Amma, this is Helting, the man I mentioned to you.
Welcome to Messamazar.
If you are a friend of my son, you may come and go as you like. All I ask is that you follow the Gemcutter family rules. When you come to the Jewelstead, you never complain, you keep in good cheer, and you help us with our work. These rules are more important than ever with my husband Funi still away, for he did not take all the work away with him. Indeed, he took almost none. When he returns, he will have an earful from Mother Amma about the longer than expected duration of his journey. I promise you that. But for now, I will follow the Gemcutter rules. Never complain, keep in good cheer, and make sure my sons and their friends do their share of the work. Get to work, Althea.
Let us visit my brother Grafar at Narathak and see if he needs any assistance.
You have heard the rules. Let us visit my brother Grafar at Narathak and see if he needs any assistance with his work in the new loads. That should satisfy Mother Amma, and I intended for you to meet my brother anyway. The new loads of Narathak have been recently delved and can be found east of here, beyond the passage that runs from the entryway to the hall into the mountain. My brother spends most of his waking hours mining for the precious gems we need to further our craft. There has always been great demand for the jewelry my family fashions, and Grafar works hard to ensure we have what we need to meet it. That is one manly mother? It is. They do look a lot alike, too. Mother and son. Definite family resemblance. What else is in here? Oh, can't go up there. Quarters. Nice little abode. Very nice. What is down here? Can I fish? I can! Woohoo! Don't know if they keep it stocked. What did I get? A catfish? I guess they do keep it stocked. Ah, that's funny. That ramp only goes up to this water. I guess that ramp is just for fishing. What's else? What else is in here? Two watchers walking very close together. Ah, the theater, the Grand Theater. Outstanding. I was waiting to see if the serious business popped up, but it doesn't. Oh, you can't go. Oh, yeah, you can. We go backstage. No, there's nothing back there. Very impressive work. This is just another work area. Forge and Relic Master. That's about it. Some cool gear. A serpentine shield that looks like it comes from somewhere else. I remember seeing that pattern anywhere before. Erebor's held up pretty good. Although I guess they've been here for 70 or 80 years at this point. Auction hall? They got it all here. Everything but gardens. This is the entrance to the recently delved New Lodes of Narathark. Grafar.
Althi speaks very highly of you. Welcome to Narathak, our latest delving.
Althi speaks highly of you and tells me you can hold your own in a good old-fashioned tavern brawl. That we can, in fact. Are you also adept at clearing mines of vermin? Every new delve we dig seems to unearth all manner of unpleasant pests, and these new loads are no exception. I have a crate of precious stones ready to return to Mother Amma, and I could use someone to carry it. But if you could first thin the ranks of the cave claws and the other irritations of Narathak, I would be forever at your service. All right. Defeat vermin. I have a... That was weird. I had a lute as my instrument. I have a drum equipped. I don't have a cosmetic equipped. Oh, that's interesting. If I hide my ranged item, then I get a lute sound and not a drum sound. That I was not expecting. Is this an elevator? Does it go down? How do you use it? Can I not use the elevator? Go down. I want movement. Something tells me it's not going to work. Since I'm not sure we've ever had any kind of moving. Can I go off the edge? Probably. Probably shouldn't. Oops. I don't know who was driving that, but they messed up. I love the sconces. Those are nice. Oop. Lanterns, whatever you call them. I think in modern day they're probably a sconce. Might just be a wall lantern. All right, delivering goods once more. Deliveries of Middle Earth will never end. Wait. Where was she? This way. Mother Amma nods at you and indicates she has a necklace that needs delivering. Where does the necklace go? Carry the necklace to Urfith, the customer who requested it. Oh, where is he? Can be found on the west side of the dwelling halls of Erebor in one of the lower levels. See? Told you. Middle-earth deliveries are never finished. Yeah. Apparently I'm just going to go take the short route. Oh, there he is. Urfith. Urfith accepts the necklace and admires its fine craftsmanship.
I had heard a rumor that the gem cutters might leave Erebor in disgrace.
I had expected the delivery to come from one of the gem cutters themselves, but so long as I have the piece I requested, I suppose it is worth no complaint. There is something about the personal touch that turns an ordinary customer into a repeat customer, if you ask me, but apparently that is not something everyone believes. Unless... Urfith trails off and looks at you conspiratorially. I heard a rumor that the gem cutters might have fallen on hard times and they plan to leave Erebor in disgrace. I'm not saying it is true, just that I have heard of it from the tail spinner Keel. And if the gem cutters have chosen to delegate their responsibilities to others, then perhaps there is some truth in it. Thank you for the delivery, even so. I will miss the gem cutters when they depart Erebor, even if their service has lost the touch of the personal that first made me interested in their pieces. Do you think this has something to do with Funi's long departure? He brought one of the sons with him, but left the others with his wife. I heard from Keel that they might rejoin him and start a new life, away across the Misty Mountains, but I don't know that I believe that part of it. Durin the Deathless, welcome. I beat every new quest in 5 days and they took the instances offline. Oh my gosh, I know. That's too bad.
How did it go?
Hopefully we will see 23.1 fairly soon. How did it go? Did Urfith the Quarrelsome find something about which to complain? You reluctantly recount the rumor that Urfith mentioned to you about the gem cutters leaving Erebor in disgrace, and Elthie's cheerful face twists angrily. Leave the Lonely Mountain and in disgrace? What rubbish! Where did Urfith hear this nonsense? Who is spreading these lies about my family? I don't know.
Who is spreading these lies about my family?
You say Urfith mentioned the name Keel? That does not surprise me. He is one of the Zilruka, a clan of dwarves from the east, but he has lived here in Erebor for many years and has caused no serious trouble until now. He is a spinner of tales, and in my experience, he has never had a truthful thing to say. I have found this untrue tales to be harmless for the most part. He has never spoken ill of my family before. Why has he now begun to spread these lies about the gem cutters? Go ask him why he has chosen this course. He tends to loiter outside by the entrance to the Lonely Mountain, but I have not seen him today. All right, off. Whoops, this way's out. Off to find Keel. The quests are great, but yeah, we need a 23.00001 even. Something that small. Yes, this is my first run. Please don't spoil anything. I realize me streaming it and asking you not to spoil anything is a little hypocritical. I usually wait to stream new content, just in case people don't want to watch. But I was really excited to get into this content, so. Erebor looks terrific. Sauron loses. Aw, Geeks Tour. I was rooting for Sauron. I had money on him. Sneaky Witch says, did more looking around than I did questing so far. Yeah, I can believe that. I've taken my time. All right, find Keel outside. We got to go talk to... Well, let's go talk to Thorin first. We've heard the rumors. They're all over the map. There seems to be some consensus that 9 is in trouble. With his agate eye and his gold ear. Is there a great big golden floor? The movie wouldn't lie to me, would it? No, I was looking for the great big vat full of liquid gold myself. You relate the rumors you heard, and Thorin listens intently. After you finish, he thinks for a long moment and then speaks. From my people, I have heard 7 wastes of breath and 1 single half-sensible thought. Would you be a good minstrel once more and go tell Spall the lore master that he should come and stand before me? That I can do. Though I guess in the timeline that happened. Yes, that happened quite a few years ago. They've managed to clean the place up in the, say... Bilbo was 51 when that happened, and he's 128 now. 129 now. 130 maybe even. Where'd I see Spall? I must have missed him. That's Malmy. Frothy. Rooney. Oh, there he is. Went right by him.
Long live Thorin Stornhelm!
Me!
King under the mountain!
Aye, before King Thorin. Oh, I must surely have stuck my foot in it now. Stuck my foot in what? I cannot imagine. Some rumor about me has spread. Surely that is it. I would be the last to hear. Well, I suppose I shall hear it now. Gather your wits, Spall. You are a proud lore master, not to mention you have hardly done anything wrong. Ahem, very well. I shall be there directly, I suppose. Pretty decadent looking in there. They, the dwarves do a pretty good job cleaning the place up. I must say. Ah, there you are, Spall. Please be at your ease. There is a matter about which I wish to speak. As you may be aware, a plague of injudicious rumors have come into this court, nearly all concerning affairs in the Iron Hills. In truth, we have heard little from my brother Nine in the month since the fighting ended, and I must grudgingly concede that a desire to hear how things go out there is reasonable, even if such wanton gossip is not. Now, I have heard a very wise and reasonable suggestion from one of my trusted lore masters. And who better to act on such a sensible sooth than to dispatch its author into the iron fold, where he can determine the truth of each and every rumor, then return here and set the record straight. I am speaking of you, Spall. You needn't look around as if it were someone else. Oh, talk to Spall.
All is well, and yet not all.
The elves get all the praise, but that place looks pretty cool. Yes, it does, for sure. Me? Well, in truth, I did make just such a suggestion to Helting here, but I abhor these rumors, just as you do, my lord. I cannot deny that, no matter in my humility. And I will stand by what I have said. You should dispatch some dwarf keen of eye and stout of frame, fair of mind, and with a good memory. And while many of those attributes this lore master would humbly claim to possess, surely, King Thorn, you cannot mean to send me out there. I am no adventurer, or guard, or soldier. If half the rumors whispered in this court are true, and indeed more than half would be most contradictory and impossible, then the Ironfold might be a truly dangerous place. Into the Ironfold. King Thorin laughs unexpectedly. Well, Spall, you have talked yourself nearly in a circle between worthiness and worthiness again. You have made a fair point, however, that the Iron Hills may yet hold peril. Jangavar yet linger by the long lake to the south, after all. I maintain that no dwarf in all of the Lonely Mountain is more suited to this endeavor than you. However, perhaps what it is called for is company. Helting, would you do Erebor one more service and go with Spall into the Ironfold? I dare say there is much there of interest for an adventurer like yourself. Okay, I'll go. Meet Spall in the Ironfold. I guess I could ride out of here instead of walking. I gotta go find Keel. Outside the entrance to the Lonely Mountain. And at some point after that, I'll draw for 100 Lotra point code. Raffle is open! Exclamation point raffle in chat to enter. You must be following the channel to win. You You also must be present. I'll draw in like 10 minutes or so. Find a good spot to draw in. Oh. Was he like literally right outside the door? Oh, is this the this is the quest I can't take yet? There he is. This must be Keel. He seems to have attracted an audience. Look at this dude. He's got quite the haircut going on. Is it short? Yes, it is short. Sort of. Tied up. Short beard. That guy's outstanding. He's playing the part.
Another listener.
If you would like to hear grand tales about the history of the dwarves and other peoples of the north, you have come to the right spot. All right. Well, let's hang out and listen to him.
In March, an army of Janguvar came out of the east and crossed the Iron Fold.
It was in March that an army of Jangavar came out of the east and crossed the Ironfold, led by their fearsome chieftains and buoyed by the power of Sauron. They threatened the people of the Dale lands, and King Bran stood between his people and their terrible foes. While the men of Dale fled before the approaching army, hoping to make for the safety of the Lonely Mountain and the protection of the dwarf allies, King Bran stood alone in the water of the river crossing. He was felled by arrows in the stream, and King Dain escaped to the safety of Erebor. Should he have stood with his ally and risked death nearby? Risked death thereby? Who can say? The dwarves had need of their king, and after the flight to the Lonely Mountain, he fought against the Jangavar and died before the very gates. The mountain was besieged, and both Dale and Erebor were saved only by the sudden defeat of Sauron in the lands far to the south. Had it only come sooner, both King Brand and Dain Ironfoot might still live to lead their people. Respond to the truthfulness of Keel's account. Agree? Yes. Ahem. Angry? Confused? Grumble? Or no? I think I agree. This is how you remember the last moments of King Brand and Dain Ironfist.
On the siege of the Lonely Mountain.
There is no shortage of tales from the Battle of Dale and the siege of the Lonely Mountain, my friends. Have you heard tell of the great furnace the Jangavar built by Ravenhill? A frightening construction of pipes and valves it was, with wings of red leather extending above in mimicry of the dragon Smaug. None can say for certain what powered the terrible device, but I heard from some who saw it that the furnace contained a fire grim of unsurpassed heat. Metal pipes carried noxious fumes from the device to the channels in the stone. The Jangavar believed they could fill the Lonely Mountain with smoke and force the dwarves to flee from their well-protected fastness. You may scoff, but friends of mine saw this device with their own eyes. It was destroyed by a small group of canny dwarves who manipulated the valves and prevented too much smoke from entering the mountain. They shut down the machine and defeated the Fire Grim, if such it was. Truly there was enough bravery to go around on that day, even if some do not believe this tale. I assure you, it is true. I see. That one leaves me a little bit more suspect. The Jangavar, you have heard much of the battle, but have seen no evidence of such a machine.
Hearken now to a tale of the distant past.
These stories are of recent vintage, it is true. Hearken now to a tale of the distant past, a tale that grows in mystery and allure with every passing decade. More than 6,000 years ago, the land shook with great calamity, and the home of my people was riven with great cracks and torn asunder. The beautiful hall of torrents in the distant east collapsed, and thousands of my people were slain. The Zelruka became a wandering people and were turned away by all their neighbors. But King Durin II, who ruled in Khazad-dûm, heard of their plight and showed mercy to the wanderers. He bade them travel to the Grey Mountains and promised a place would be made for them in Gundabad. King Turuz of the Zelruka began a great march across the northern lands and stayed for a time, helping the Longbeards of the Iron Hills repair their own damaged halls. When the Zelruka again departed for Gundabad, they parted as friends and promised a healthy trade partnership when they came to their new home. Keel pauses dramatically. But they never arrived at Gundabad. King Turuz and the Zelruka disappeared in the Grey Mountains, and no trace of them was ever found. King Durin and his son Borin sent several companions of dwarves to search for them. Companies of dwarves to search for them, but to no avail. After 7 times 7 years, the Longbeards gave up the search. And yet one of the Zelruka survived. His name was Guruk, and he appeared without warning at the gates of Gundabad, half-starved and raving mad. He told a confused tale of what had befallen his people, that they came across a stream that flowed out of the high mountains and gleamed like silver. The shine of the water came from the tiny fragments of mithril, and when the Zelruka followed it to its source, they discovered a grand cavern full of gold, wondrous gemstones, and mithril to rival Khazad-dûm. They abandoned their journey at once and carved a great hall they named Thafar Gathol, the Grey Citadel. They used all their craft and spells to hide the entrance. What became of Thafar Gathol, no tale tells, and neither does history record how Guruk alone came to Gundabad. But Zelruka and Longbeard alike still lust for the riches of lost Thafar Gathol, and despite numerous attempts at searching the Grey Mountains, none have ever had the good fortune to find it since it vanished. But it is still out there, my friends, waiting to be found. Is that right? Well, I don't know for sure, but that seems like an excellent tale. Imagine the treasures that must await within the lost Thafar Gathol, if it could be found.
The promise of finding lost Thafar Gathol has long moved the hearts of dwarves.
The promise of finding lost Thafar Gathol has long moved the hearts of Longbeards and Zelruka to adventure among the dangerous mountains, disturbing worm and orc alike, but none have returned from such journeys with news of its whereabouts. It has attained an air of mystery and of dread, and some dwarves have chosen less daring pursuits if less rewarding. That is the case with the Gem Cutters, a Longbeard family whose jewelry has achieved some renown among the folk of the Lonely Mountain. In recent months, their craft has fallen somewhat, and Funi Gem Cutter has had to leave his wife and 2 of his sons behind while he seeks some means of recovering their fortunes. I heard he traveled beyond the Misty Mountains and is overlong in returning, which causes his wife to worry. If he does not return soon and with good tidings of new fortune, she will be forced to abandon their home and set out from the Lonely Mountain in disgrace. It is a shame, but such things have been happening more and more often in these difficult days. You tell Keel that you have heard that these rumors concerning the Gem Cutters are untrue, and he snorts. I only know what I have heard, friend. It is not so hard to believe it, is it? I speak only the truth, and I bristle at the suggestion that my stories are anything but honest. Keel refuses to take back his story about the Gem Cutters. Talk to Althie. Alright, let's go talk to Althie, and then we'll make our draw. There's a raffle open. I will head back to Althie, and then I will see who to give my treasures to. All right, back here. Okay, last chance for the raffle. Get in it! Exclamation point raffle in chat. We have found Althea and his cheerful mother. What else is in the raffle? Hello, what else? All right, going to draw. No problem. Whoops, I got it wrong. I spelled raffle wrong. John DeGard. Congratulations, John DeGard. Yay, he says. All right, I'm going to send you a whisper. And I'll just ask that you send me a quick response. Oh, I've whispered you before. I'm sure this will work. There you go. Let me know if you have any problems.
Keel Tail Spinner always speaks such nonsense.
It is as I said, is it not? Keel Tail Spinner always speaks such nonsense. What stories did he spin for you today? You briefly recount Keel's words and Althea laughs out aloud. Utter rubbish and nonsense. Everyone knows that King Brand and Dane Ironfoot fought side by side before the gates of the Lonely Mountain, and when the King of Dale fell, the King under the mountain fought to protect his allies' body from the ravages of their foes. Oh yeah, I do remember that now, actually. Got that one wrong. Ceasing only when he too was slain. And a machine powered by a fire grim? How could the Jangavar have ever constructed such a device or tamed such a spirit? It is an absurdity. But none of these are as unbelievable as the tale of Thafar Gathal. Bah, if such a city ever existed, it would have been found by now. Preposterous drivel. Ah, so that's probably the only one that's real.
I must take this matter before King Thorin.
And yet none of these tales are as personally offensive to me as the gossip he spreads about my family. It seems he will not stop until he is forced to stop. I must take this matter before King Thorin. Only the king under the mountain can prevail upon Keel to cease his rumor-mongering. Will you speak on my behalf before the king? I trust you and no others to help me with this, my friend. Tell me if you are willing, and we will petition King Thorin together. Of course I will.
Surely King Thorin will hear my plea.
Are you ready to go? Yes. Let us go.
I will hear this complaint, but not at my throne. I will go among the people.
All right. We're wandering among the people. Froster. This is highly irregular. Why does the king choose not to hear this grievance at his throne? Would he not be more comfortable at his high seat? Why are you asking me? I don't know. My king, this is most irregular. I wish to go among my people, Roster. Should they not more often hear my voice? I've spent some time in thought these past few days. Many are the dangers arrayed before our people. It is my burden to choose for them which of these threats to oppose. Come then, Althea. What is your complaint? My king, it has come to my attention that Keel has spread false tales about my family. Helting heard one such tale from a customer of ours, and later from Keel himself. What false tales are these? Keel claims my family's craft skill has declined. He claims we plan to leave the mountain in disgrace. Such lies will make my dear mother's beard go gray. Is this true, Keel? I don't know if his mother's beard will go gray. An outrage, you scoundrel. Remember, you speak to your king, Keel. King Thorin, I am no Longbeard. I am of the Zilruka. But I speak to you with respect. Not with enough, I warrant. That will be enough, Froster. Do you deny the truth of these claims, Zilruka? Each of my stories is built around truth, King Thorin. Oh, it's built around truth. I have arrived at a judgment. Oh, King Thorin, may I say one thing first? It is a point of pride for me that so many dwarves listen to my stories. This is true, they say of some. This is untrue, they say of others. I know you experience this too. What do you mean? You named your son Durin. It is a name of great import. It's the truth from a certain point of view. Force goes Kenobi. Exactly, what else? Some dwarves say this name signifies he will do great things. Others say it is just a name, but I say he will grow into his name. I say he will be Durin the Deathless, come again. That is enough, Zilruka. Helting, may I have a word? Whoa, went too far. Of course you can. Keel seeks to flatter me, but I am too wise a king to fall prey to such a tactic. I named my son Durin for my own reasons, and I do not feel the need to share them with Longbeards, or with Zilruka. He stays now in Jarnfast with my brother Nine, Lord of the Iron Hills, and he will be king after me. If he is to be anything else, is certainly beyond the sight of the Zilruka. King Thorin strokes his beard, and you might detect a slight upturn among his whispers. Does he smile in spite of Keel's flattery, or because of it? Durin the Deathless, come again. Imagine that. This is my judgment, he says. Keel, you have stayed in Erebor for long enough. You must depart. From what land do you hail? My father, Branit, kept a home in Jarnfast. I have not been there for many years. Jarnfast, you say? How fortunate. It guides my further commands. Healthy Gemcutter, you will accompany Keel to Jarnfast. Then you may return. But, my king, I cannot oversee every little feud between dwarves. I understand, my king. Helting, I ask you to accompany Althea and Keel on this errand. How did I not know that was coming? Speak to my brother Nine at Ironfort and bring my son Durin back home. It is time he learned the ways of the king. That is all. The king ruled in my favor. Why then do I feel as if he also ruled against me? Did I win or did I lose? Yes. That is exactly right, Althea. I suppose we should go, Helting. Let us return to my home and perhaps we can make sense of this.
I am pleased King Thorin ruled in my favor,
But I cannot help but feel that in some respect I am being punished for bringing the matter to him. Now we have to escort Keel to his father's home in Jarnfast. Bah! Let him travel by himself. I suppose I should gather my belongings for the journey. At least Keel's gossip has been stopped, and he will no longer trouble my family in Erebor. That is surely worth the trip to Ironfold.
you should check in with Gandalf before we leave.
I will meet you outside the entrance to the Lonely Mountain after I've gathered the things I will need for the journey and said goodbye to my mother and my brother. It will not be long. We gem cutters are not especially sentimental. If you have any preparations to make before we set out for the Ironfold, I suggest that you make them. You might want to check in with Gandalf before we leave. I do not know him very well, but I know enough about wizards to tell you that they do not like surprises. Tell him we will be away for a few days, so if he has need of you, he will know where you might be found. King Thorin ordered that a room be set aside for the wizard somewhere in the dwelling halls. I believe you will find it east of here and up several stairs. I expect it was chosen to satisfy the well-known predilection of wizards for tall towers and will be quite high up. Got it. Our wizard likes tall towers, does he? I'm not sure if that's exactly Gandalf's usual, but maybe that's what he got. Wizard home. That's funny. Oh, it doesn't say that in here. Oh, the wizard home. Udar Zahari, the wizard home. Nice place. Where I look around. What, he's got like art. Ooh, and books. Lots of books. Definitely looks like a wizard's place. Certainly like Gandalf's.
Ah, there you are. I have been deep in study.
I have been studying several historical accounts concerning the struggles of Durin's folk. Many are the hardships they have faced, more than a few of their own making, but these accounts do not all agree on all the particulars. Dragons feature prominently, as you might expect, and I see that the hand of Karazgar at work in some of the events that befell the dwarves in this area. You tell Gandalf that King Thorin has requested you travel to Jarnfast, to the Ironfold, and return to the Lonely Mountain with his son. Gandalf strokes his beard. He believes it is time for Durin to learn the ways of the king, does he? This is new. Thorin is stubborn, as are most of his family, and I thought his decision to keep Durin from harm or difficulty would last longer than this. Why the change, I wonder? Safe travels to you, Hilting. Keep one eye open for Karazgar or his agents while you travel in the Ironfold. I will see you when you return. All right, we're going on an adventure. If we can find our way out of the wizard home. It is very high up. Oh, can I go this way? Whoa. He's got his own balcony. His own little stables. Not that you would put Shadowfax in a stable. Nice place. It looks like there's ledges over there you cannot get to. So now I wonder if one of those, if they've added new locations to the kegs. So when you get drunk and wake up in unknown places, if you'd end up in like that ledge over there now. If not, I might have to suggest that. How about just about every spare open spot is filled with kegs? These guys really have their priorities set.
There is a certain unpleasant feeling lingering about. Something on the air is strange tonight.
Von Troxler, thank you for following the official Lotro stream. Welcome. Welcome. Alright, storyteller's gone. Where am I meeting these guys? Oh, there they are. Backs to each other. Getting along famously, aren't you? I can tell already.
I've not been back to my father's home in Yarnfast for many years.
Were it not for the command of King Thorn, I would not return now. But I cannot remain here if the king under the mountain orders me to leave. Zelruka do not answer to Longbeards, but I will not gainsay the word of a king. So we will be traveling companions for a short while. I suppose I welcome the company, even if the son of Funi Gemcutter does not.
We are to escort Kiel to Yarnfast, and that we will do.
Well, I am here, despite my wish to be elsewhere. Surely Kiel could find his own way back to his father's old home. But you will not hear me speak crosswise to King Thorn's commands. We are to escort Kiel to Jarnfast, and that we will do. I will only grumble about it a little and beneath my beard. Mother Amma suggested that we make the most of the journey into the Ironfold, since the Gemcutters do not often travel out that way. She has made a list of suggested activities for us to pursue on our way. A Gemcutter always seeks to make things better for those he meets, she says, and I could not possibly argue with that. So her list consists of a few tasks she recommended we complete to keep the land and its people safe, as well as a number of family friends in the Ironfold I have not seen in some time that we might visit. I do not feel particularly strongly about which of these tasks we complete, so I leave the decision-making up to you. Why not choose 4 of these errands to carry out on our way to Jarnfast? No, Kiel, you do not get a say in the matter. This is your fault, and you're lucky we let you speak in this journey at all. You leave the decisions to me and to Helting. Alrighty. Visit Mathur, a friend of the Gemcutters who lives in Hammerstead. Oh, going to Hammerstead sounds fun. Find an entrance to the town of Utterby. Defeat insects throughout the Ironfold. Defeat beasts throughout the Ironfold. Defeat Easterlings throughout the Ironfold. Visit Aaron, a friend of the Gemcutters who lives in Jarnfast, but is likely fishing in the Redwater. Look from the cliff's edge at Scald's Drop to survey the lands below. All right, off we go. I'll even stay on my goat since I'm riding with dwarves. I guess I could fast travel the first portion. Return to Dale. Save me a few steps. My Twitch stream just crashed. I assume nobody else saw that. It was my view of it. Right. Wasn't this one of the people I had to visit? Is there? No. Methor. Aaron. Oh, wait. The person just left. Just like that. Oh, more goods. Need all these. What is this guy? The Hillbeast Heaver. Looks like trouble. We'll leave him be for now. We will not, however, leave the Thornholt branches to be. Hopefully everybody got to take advantage of the crafting XP bonus that we had this past weekend. I managed to get every last one of my... Actually, I didn't get this guy finished. My main character, for whatever reason, was 3 points short, so it doesn't... I didn't even bother doing him. Uh-oh. Apparently I am going to... have to defeat one of these guys. But I have crafting alts everywhere else on every other main trade skill, and I managed to get them all finished Doomfold. I forgot to log on to my Scholar and take advantage of it. Oops. Yeah, it's a little bit faster. What is it, 25? I think it's 25%. So instead of 8, you get 10 crafting XP for your usual processing. Hey, found Spall. Oops, wrong way. Hey, dude.
What's
up?
Dwarves and the folk of Durin.
There you are. What a long stroll this was. Longer than I am accustomed to, I confess. Spall, I said to myself, you are a proud dwarf, and you must not tire so easily. Still, I have rarely gone so far in one day. Now then, we have work to do we not? One cannot see much from here. Can one? Before we go on, however, let us review our task. First, many rumors circled around the stair at Scald's Drop on the Ironfold South. We should visit there and see for ourselves. Second, at least as many rumors circle the Dalish town of Utterby due east of here. Third, and hopefully last, many were the rumors of Jarnfast and Lord Nine who sits within. If we visit these 3 locations, we will have settled the majority of the claims. In the Ironfold South, so I gotta go south. Into Jarnforest, wherever that is. So south and east. Oh, there's Utterby. Well, that's easy enough. Oh, wait. Vacuum up everything. A rust pock deposit? What is up with this? Oh. While exploring the iron fold, you have discovered a peculiar deposit. It glimmers with a hint of iron, but it bears many pocks of rust. Perhaps this could be of use to the dwarves of Jarnfast while they work to unearth the collapsed tunnels of their mines. You should collect some crude rust stone ore and deliver it to Foreman Broomber in Jarnfast. Okay.
All is well, and yet not all.
Behold, Helting, Utterby, a trading town of the Dalemen. At least that is what it had been before the battles upon the Ironfold. Viewed from a distance, one cannot help but suspect some of the rumors we have heard are true. I am not a warrior, and I have no desire to march into the lion's mouth, yet all the same, we must get a bit closer to be sure. Let us tour both the southern gate and the east gate and see if we may learn who controls Utterby now, and how that has come to pass. Oh, apparently we cannot pick up rust-pocked iron. Mounted. Noted. Prowling battle cat with a quest ring. I got two of them. What's up, dude? Relax. He's coming for you in a moment. Jangovar archers. That little place looks nasty. We'll leave them be. I've defeated many of the prowling battle cats. Excellent. The flag of the Jangovar have been set upon along the path. Yes, they have. Tents at the south gate, and those are Jangovar milling about. A siege or an occupation? That is the question. Jangovar sorcerers, Brotherhood of the Elements. These are the guys that were in the Brownlands, wasn't it? Along the Great River. The town of Utterby was occupied by the Jangovar, who now call it Er Shamal. Looks like an occupation. Apparently they have an east gate. Can I run through here? East gate is fully guarded by the Easterling foe. Do Dale folk remain within? That I cannot say. Okay, it says find signs of what happened. I can do that. Hey, Krauss, hello, man. Hopefully you are pleased to see that I am no longer in Moria. Hope your week got off to a good start. You don't even know. It's a nice place, this Ironfold. It's new lands. Do you know Ranger? Everybody knows Ranger. I mean, not personally. Who doesn't know Ranger? He gifted me a sub to use. Oh, yes. Yes, he is he's very generous with gift subs. He was here earlier. He's no doubt either here or in Bloodborne stream. What? Go away, battle cat. Iron Road. Am I supposed to go into? Oh, no. Find signs of what happened. It's right here somewhere. Oh, right here somewhere, literally. I just pay attention. How did your week start? It was good. I had a pretty good day.
We are dwarves and the folk of Durin.
Though we cannot be sure without, as I said, marching straight into the lion's mouth, I fear the rumors we had heard in court hold some truth here. Jangovar tents at both gates, their flags raised and the Dalish ones thrown down. That is truly an ill sign carved in plain runes, if you ask me. Yeah, I don't think there's much to rumor about here, Spall. I generally think that the rumors are true that Easterlings hold, Jangovar hold the town of Utterby. This community is crazy generous. That's the 4th gift sub I've gotten. Yeah, they were flowing fast and fearsome in my stream yesterday. And you are absolutely right. Generosity at its finest. Hey, Aurora. Good evening. Welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I hope everybody's week's getting off to a good start. I have found my way into the Iron Fold. I have even saw much of the new Erebor, which is quite amazing. Nice to see some expansion. Oh, I missed some. There's some metal around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Cold weather. Y'all getting some cold weather. I almost had a like small heat wave today. All right, let us head into Hammerstead and we will try and find Methor. Mathur. Probably Mathur. I just downloaded Lotro after talking to Olive about it yesterday. Had to make some space, but I hope it'll be worth it. What do you mean you just downloaded Lotro? You've been playing this for years. What are you talking about? Hello. Wait, what's going on here? Oh. There's a constant fight going on. Yeah, you take care of that guy. Thanks. There's... I upgraded my... Oh, I see. Oh, you haven't played in a couple months? Well, welcome back, Kryles. They've done a bunch of updates to Moria. You'll love it. I shouldn't even do that to you. Lost Lore of the Dwarfs. Lost Lore of the Dwarfolds, Ironfold. Nice.
Still through long years of dauntless toil, Lord Grar the Grave dug stone and soil. The fast was mended, whole once more, and grander even than before. And so returned our wealth of iron. Iron hard and iron cold.
Well met.
Increased rep with the Grey Mountains Expedition. All right, so there's one new rep to get done. Talking to Evil, I've realized I hate the dark areas and love the grassy, sunny places. I really do not enjoy Moria Mordor. Yeah, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Hey, look, it's our friends. Althi has found Mathur. This is a hard-working dwarf here. Not one of these well-dressed, clean gem cutters from Erebor. Look at this guy. He's a serious, hands-dirty dwarf. All right, do a few more quests. Let's do another raffle. I have another Lotro Point code. 100 Lotro Point code to give out. Exclamation point raffle in chat to enter. And you must be following. Make sure the little heart is green. Exclamation point raffle chat. No, just raffle.
Here in the Iron Fold.
It has been a long time since I have seen Authie. Why, it has been 5 years at the very least since I ventured to the Lonely Mountain. How fares your mother? When last I visited, she put me to work sifting through buckets of rock, separating tiny flakes of copper from the stones. Gem cutter, house guest rules, she said. Perhaps that is why I have not visited since then. Ah, but it is good to catch up with friends. We have had a fair amount of trouble here in the Ironfold, but I understand the fighting was thickest in Dale and at the foot of the mountain. The Easterling armies passed by Jarnfast just after the gates were shut, but the men of Utterby had no such sturdy door to close. The Jangovar sacked the town, and some of them remain there, as far as I have heard. You keep Althea out of trouble, my friend. The worst of my fighting may be over, but nowhere is really safe. Not these days. You think I like the lore books, Nerd Mithrin? Nice. Can't wait. I am very certain I will like them. The raffle is just for Gravity. See how many lurkers there are. Yeah, it's a little quiet in chat. I have to admit the raffle helps chat pick up just a tiny bit. They have some serious rail going on here. This is awesome. Can I go in this door? I don't think so. Looks like it is shut and guarded. Yep. Ginger likes the lore books? Excellent. You have the new ones already, Ginger? That's awesome. Is this your highest? Or have you already been through here before? Do you happen to have an arc character in Mordor? No, this is my highest on Landreval. And... Whoa! Wait. Wait. I want to ride in the cart. Come back. Wait, no, it just passes through you? Aw, it just passes through you. Darn. I wanted to ride in the cart. I couldn't ride the elevator earlier. I really wanted to ride in the cart. In the Iron Hills, the cart rides you. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing else to be had for it. All right, was there nothing else up here? What was up here? So Hammerstead is a mine by the looks of it. It doesn't look like anything else is here. A mine and whatever supports a mine. A mailbox supports a mine. Oh, wait. No. Is it a town? No, it's just a mine. Grami Hornhelm, Master Smith of Hammerstead.
Not gold or gems, but good gray steel.
You have a 115 on Arc, but haven't done any Mordor yet. I keep dying. Oh. Yeah, Mordor got hard. That it did. Have you a moment? Many of the recent shipments from Erebor have been destroyed or stolen by the Easterlings, and Hammerstead is in dire need of gold. I've seen enough of these self-styled Jangovar to know the weapons they bear are wrought with gold adornments. I believe you may be able to aid me with both of these problems. Defeat the Jangovar in the Iron Hills and take their weapons. Then they shall see what dwarf can make of that gold.
All is well, and yet not all.
Hello, Tanulio. Thanks for dropping in. Nice to see you. Carls hasn't died much in Mordor, but just can't find his way around. Yeah, it takes a bit. And there are, the first area, they have tons of mobs in a dune. She's a mini who has no gear to speak of. Yeah, you have to be pretty geared up. when you get to Mordor. You have to be geared up pretty good. That name made me think of Tinadur. Can't hang out in the forge fire like you and TH. Too funny. Perhaps you can help me with another matter. Grammy Hornhelm pauses and glances around. You have seen them, haven't you? A company of Zelruka have come to Hammerstead, and I do not know how long they intend to remain. All I know is that I am not fond of the gazes of some of these Zelruka lingering upon the works of my kinsfolk. These are not glances of admiration or curiosity, I think. These seem to me the leers of thieves laying in the wait. There are already more than enough matters that demand my attention in Hammerstead, and I would not burden myself further by keeping watch on the works of my smiths. Would you politely ask the Zelruka to continue on their journey? Kick dwarves out of a mine? That seems a bit wrong. Oh, he's leering. How dare he leer? Yes, we have a raffle open. If you're dropping in, 100 Lotro point code. I'll draw it in a few minutes. Wait until the prince hears of this. Wait, there's a Prince Zelruka? Zelruka? You ever thought of being the reader for books on tape? You have a good reading voice. Well, thanks. No, I haven't. I have thought about looking into it. It's interesting. Whoa. Can you just walk across that? Whoa. You can walk across that. I cannot walk across that. Almost got lit up on fire. Yeah, I got into... I actually got into streaming because I found the technology so interesting. I've actually made a living doing, like a good part of my career has been doing streaming video. So when Twitch really started to take off, I actually started to find it really interesting. So I started to look at the technology and the software and how all that worked. And then of course I had to try it. And then I just kept doing it because it turned out to be fun. But now that I'm here, I really do find this whole streaming thing interesting. So yeah, one of the things that I've thought about is like, oh, maybe you could take like voice lessons and do all that sort of stuff. This guy's just leering at the bard. Just leave the bard alone. He's a little self-conscious. There's a gap there. You do really good on all the pronunciations? I might do really good. I try really hard at all the pronunciations, but I still might get them wrong. I'm not sure about nine or nain. I suspect a lot of people say nain, N-A-I-N, but there is a stress on the A, and I'm not sure if it's meant to be nine. Nine. Yeah, but not like nine, but like nine. I know it's different, right? Hey, Ferd Lance, welcome. Nice to see you. Hey, if you're just getting in here, there's a raffle open for 100 Lotro points. Oh, this guy's leering at this contraption. Indeed, I wish to depart as you ask, but I must keep watch until the Easterlings have gone. All right. You do what you do then.
What have I done?
Religious? Thanks for following the official Lotro stream. Yeah, go ahead. There's a raffle open. Exclamation point raffle in chat. Make sure you are following the channel. The green heart. The heart should be green above your video. I will find two more. I will tell two more Zelruka to stop leering. And then I will make the draw. Just like that. Sanagol's got it. Welcome. Despite what this Grammy Hornhelm seems to believe, I have no interest in his longbeard trinkets. This guy was back here. In the looks of it. Hey, hard hit, you're back. Just in time to enter the raffle. Oh, he's up here. I'm trapped. What are you leering? You're not leering at anything. You're just enjoying the scenery. All right, move along. Anyways, move along. Okay, that task is finished. Then we'll draw. I still want to ride that cart.
We are dwarves and the folk of Durin.
I do not mind the occasional guest, but it seemed to me these Zelruka had hidden intentions. I shall keep a watchful eye on those that still remain, but that should not prove a difficult task. You have my thanks. You're welcome. All right, drawing the raffle. Hey, Senegal! One of the last people to enter. It's rigged. No, it's not rigged. Senegal, congrats. Dope. Didn't expect it. Yeah, I'm going to send you a whisper. Just give me a reply just so I know that the whisper gets through. Rigged. What is that? Where did that come from? That is awesome. Nice emote. Oh, 100 Lotro point code. A code for 100 Lotro points. Which, I know that there's a big splash screen up and whatnot to... Ooh, that was weird. The keepsakes of the Grey Mountains. So I'm wearing the keepsakes. I don't really have a... It's a bit bigger. The keepsakes of the Grey Mountains gear, which has this armor. It also has a jacket or a robe. Well, it's not really a robe. More like a long jacket. The boots. This hat. Picked it up. The bundle also comes with like two reputation tomes. Two experience tomes. All right, Senegal, I sent you your code. Let me know if you have any issues anytime. And 25 mithril coin. Oh, and you also get the, with that bundle, you also get the 8th cosmetic slot. I already had 7 open, so I now have 8 cosmetic slots. Not that I know what to do with 8. Well, one's obviously for fishing. You have to have a cosmetic slot for fishing because you have to be properly dressed at festivals, which basically means fishing gear. Or at least that's my... That's my belief. I don't think there was anywhere to fish around here. At any rate, I'm going to call it an evening at this point. I will not venture back out into the Ironfold. I think I will stop here for now in Hammerstead. You're currently traveling. You use it when you return home. Awesome. Good to hear. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by and saying hi. Always nice to see folks. Furred fish to 200 on a +5 rod and no fishing clothing. What? That's not even possible. No fishing clothing. Oh, so actually, Furred, you were talking about... you were talking about... Forakel? In Forakel, these, the fisherman's shirt and waders is actually a reward from one of the quests in Forakel. So if you want fishing gear, you can get the fisherman's shirt and waders. For all I know, you can buy it for a few hundred silver, but that's one place it comes from. So. Ferd was doing Forakel for the first time, like yesterday. Forakel is an amazing set of content. A little annoying to get around, but wonderful quests. I checked it immediately. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. Forakel is beautiful. It's a beautiful area. The quests are great. It's just kind of annoying to fast travel. At any rate, thank you everybody for hanging out. It's been a blast. Oh, an announcement. So I think most people know that the so there is a patch coming out. So they had to shut down the newest instances, which I don't know anything about because this is as far as I've gotten into the new content. But they did shut down those instances. They are expecting to get a patch out this week. That's all I know. It's just whatever they have already reported on Twitter or the forums, which I suspect most people have seen them. But if you don't, that's what's going on. The other thing is this Saturday is the beginning of the Extra Life marathon. So this Saturday will be a Lotro stream marathon for the purpose of raising money for Extra Life. So Cardavon arranges this every year. There'll be probably 12 or maybe a little bit more hours of stream going on Saturday, and that'll be the stream that for Cardavon specifically to raise money for the hospital that he's picked in Boston. You can get a little bit more information there, and I will be streaming. I can't remember what time. Let me check. 5 o'clock Eastern on Saturday here on Lotro stream, but tune in starting at 10 a.m. McVegan Pants does her normal stream, but it's all going to be part of the Extra Life campaign on Saturday. So check that out. So there'll be McVegan Pants, Apulu's streaming, Gussie's going to be streaming Saturday, myself, Druid's Fire, and then Cardavon. And that list may change as we figure things out. So you didn't ever ask him for the incentives from last year? Yeah, there's new ones, so maybe you can get around to getting some new ones this year. All right, I am going to head over to, so we have a streamer up. Yeah, a couple of streamers I don't know very well. So Stacy Bertrand, who I've sort of seen before. I don't know her that well though. And 104th Mavericks, who's a fun guy to watch. But I will just send the raid over to Bloodborne. Suspect most people are there already. Another one of our Lotro streamers. Although he's taken a break from the official team for a while, but always nice to see him back in Lotro. All right, I will be streaming on my own personal channel sometime this week. You can check me out there. And I will be back here on Saturday for the Extra Life Marathon, and then I will be back next Monday. So hope everybody has a fabulous week in Lotro. Take care, everybody.